Good afternoon to everyone. This is Sairut Parna of class 10th of St. Java High School Tirtol. Today I am going to say some of my few thoughts on the World No Tobacco Day. So before starting my today's topic, I would like to say thank you to the government for doing this type of initiative programs for the students so that they can get some of the knowledge about these things. World Tobacco Day is celebrated to learn the dangerous side effects of tobacco in a human life. It was first initiated by the World Health Organization in 1987. The goal is to encourage people to quit tobacco and lead a beautiful and healthy life. These campaigns are taken by the governments in many schools, colleges, universities and in many governments organizations. The using of tobacco cause many type of health diseases like heart disease, cancers and chronic disease. The cancer includes lungs cancer, head cancer, neck cancer, bladder, pancreas and many more cancers. And the chronic disease includes stroke, blindness, gum infections, asthma and many more. So, nearly 267 millions of adults in our India are now tobacco addicted. There are three different consumer categories of tobacco in our society. That is, first is smokeless tobacco users, which are commonly known as chewing tobacco user, then smoking tobacco user and the combination of both. So, if I will say the percentage of adults that is above 15 years of old in our country, so about 21.4% of adults which are categorized under the smokeless tobacco, that is 199 million of adults in our country are now the smokeless tobacco addicted persons. And then second, if I will say about the smoking tobacco users, that is 10.7%, that is 99 million of persons in our country are now the smoking tobacco consumers. So the total tobacco users in our India is 28.6%, that is 266.8 million people. Can you believe it? So there are some of the stages of development of the addictions towards the tobacco, because it is an addictional thing, it can't come through nature. So first is through the experimental phase. During the experimental phase, the first using of tobacco starts nearly from a teenage, because in the teenage all the teenagers have a mindset of doing experiment of everything. So when they first experiment it, then they become a social user. Social user, like they use this tobacco with their friends, with their colleagues or with the surrounding. Then they become a regular user, and at the last stage they become the most addicted to the tobacco. So these four process, that is first is experimental, then social user, then regular user and then addicted to tobacco, leads almost 3 to 4 years to become it. So now tobacco dependence, that why there is a dependence of tobacco in a human life, like some of the persons are why dependent on the tobacco. First is craving for something. For example, if we crave for something, like we like to eat some delicious food, so we crave for something, so for that we wish to eat those things every day. Like that, the tobacco addicted people have the craving or the cravingness for the tobacco, then the tolerance, then withdrawal acceptance, then difficult to control and harmful uses. These are some of the dependence things of a persons of a tobacco user. So addictions can be also divided in three parts, that is behavioral addictional, then psychological and physical. So we can say a person is addicted by looking at its behavior. It's common, we see these addicted things every day. Like if a person is too much addicted to tobacco, when when he went to washroom like toilets, he used tobacco. Then during lunch, breakfast and dinner, during tea and coffee, drinking with friends and during in also stores. So these are some of the phrases that we can clearly see that a person is already a tobacco addicted. And now if I will say about the psychologically, that how a person is psychologically addicted to tobacco, then first thing is pressure of something, like any type of family pressure, any type of relationships pressure or any type of different socialized pressure is the main reason for this. Then second thing is irritated feelingness, then stress and the lack of concentration. Then the last thing, that is physical. If a person is fully addicted through behavioral and psychological towards the tobacco, then physical addictness to them is very easy for them. Like if they once get physically addicted to the tobacco, physically addicted here means if they lack tobacco, one day they will feel that they lost everything in their life, they lost something important thing in their life. So this includes it causes cravingness, first thing that I already told you before, and the second thing is it creates lots of sweating, then constipations, it may cause the difficultness in sleep. So these are some of the side effects of the tobacco, addiction of the tobacco and dependence of the tobacco. So now we have to take oath that we have to change our society, because now we all are youngsters and we all are also teenagers. If now we will not ourselves, then our next generation will face lots of problem in this. And tobacco is nowadays a very difficult and very harmful thing for a human life. It causes many type of harmful diseases in our body that we already see it. And we can give a best example of addiction, that when a person sees this packet, there is also a picture of cancer in it, but still they consume it. So here we can measure that how much a person is addicted to that tobacco. So it's our responsibility to change our nation, to change our people. So our life is already short, so don't make it shorter by using this type of harmful things in our life, because no one knows that in our next life we will get a human being. So God give a beautiful life to us, so don't waste it by consuming these type of harmful things. So thank you so much to everyone for listening me so patiently and carefully. Thank you.